Hi, welcome to Fun Science with Rohini. Today I will talk about two more effects associated with learning behaviors. One is called tip of the tongue phenomenon, the other is called Zeigarnik effect. Tip of the tongue phenomenon is wherein all of us must have experienced this, all of us must have gone through it one time or the other. You know what you have to tell, you know the word that you're looking for, you are trying to recollect little things associated with the event or little words associated with the phrase. You're able to recollect the date and time when it happened, but you're not able to recollect exactly the one thing that you want to say. It is there. It is there. You always say, it's there on the tip of my tongue. It's there in my mouth. In Telugu, we say, notlo undi. So, this is a very common thing experienced by people across the world. So, in different cultures, we have a name for it. Notlo naantondi gani ravatledu. That's what we say in Telugu. And in English, it is called, it's there on my there on the tip of my tongue. I know it. I'll tell you in a minute. This is supposed to happen because you are processing similar memories. You are gathering information from similar related memories at the same time, which prevents you from coming up with that one term or with that one phrase or with that one thing you want to tell. It's there because it's there in your memory, but you're not able to recollect it at that instant. That is called tip of the tongue phenomenon, and it always happens with me when I'm in a quiz. I know the answer, but I know it, but I know the name of the scientist, but at that moment when it is required, I never get it. It's always there on the tip of my tongue. I experience this a lot of times when I am in a quiz competition or so. So I thought this would be fun for everybody to know. It is called tip of the tongue phenomenon in science. The other is called Zeigarnik effect. Now there was a research scholar, Zeigarnik. She went to a restaurant with a lot of her friends. Maybe they were celebrating the publication of a paper or something. And all of them went to the restaurant. The restaurant was busy, occupied, no vacancy, but they could get a table. And then the man who waits at their table has come to them, and he hasn't written down the order Zeigarnik or her friends were placing. He hasn't done it. He was taking it verbally. He was absorbing the information as they were talking. And Zeigarnik and her friends ordered different items. Each one of them ordered what they wanted to order, what they pleased. They did not place an item for the same thing. It's not like you order French fries, 13 plates of French fries. No. They ordered different things. French fries, burgers, fried rice, samosas, whatever. And the man in that busy restaurant just heard these people, took it into his memory and went, and after some time he bought the order, and there were too many plates. He brought the order, and then very surprisingly he placed the dish that was ordered by a specific person in front of her. If Zeigarnik had ordered French fries, he put French fries in front of Zeigarnik and not in front of any other friend of hers. He placed exactly the dish that was ordered by that person in front of that person. So Zeigarnik thought he had some memory, and she was pleased with it. And then they finished the meal, and then they paid and they left. And then Zeigarnik remembered that she forgot her purse. So she went back to the restaurant, and when she went back to the restaurant, she called the same man who was waiting at her table. And she said, I forgot my purse, can you? And he said, excuse me, ma'am, who are you? And then she said, we just came and we ordered so many things and you served us. And he said, yes, ma'am, that is so. But I keep things in my memory only till the task is finished. And after it is finished, I don't remember anything. So because I finished delivering things to you, there ends my memory of you or of the table that you sat at and of the things associated with you. I do not know anything about your purse, he said. Then Zeigarnik came up with the fact that people remember more when the task is unfinished, but once the task is completed, because it is completed and it is done with, we forget about it. And this happens most of the times after the exams. My students go, even me, we finish writing the exams, we have learnt it, we have scored 90, 95, 99. And then you come back the next semester and you sit in the class and teacher asks you something from the previous semester that you learnt, and no matter how hard you try, it doesn't come. Because you have finished the task of writing and clearing the exams and you have come up with flying colors. Over. You don't carry it forward. Most of the times it happens with school children, and it happened with me also. This is called Zeigarnik effect, wherein your memory is active only till you finish the task. Once you finish the task of passing the exams, clearing the exams in flying colors, that's done with. You push out that memory and your brain is ready for fresh memories and fresh learning. That's Zeigarnik effect. Thank you.